what is going on? Thanks so much for tuning in. Welcome to the channel. I'm Deborah. This is Purusha Intuitive. So welcome. We're doing your weekly tarot reading. Tarot and Oracle. Ooh, Black Moon Lilith just popped out. She can be vicious, guys. She loves to dangle carrots, trick us, with illusions, bad patterns of thought, kind of the things that, like, what we would consider more our shadow self. So be mindful of that. I'm also recording on the new moon. Obviously, the messages are fluid. It doesn't matter when you watch it as long as it resonates with you. But if you are happening to watch it around this time, February 20th, Black Moon Lilith is kind of challenging our growth, our evolution, the places that we're like trying to do better, trying to do right, etc. So interesting that just popped out. I talked about her a little bit on the astrology video this morning. So definitely check it out. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross watchers, obviously welcome. Like I said, you'll know if it resonates. Otherwise, just leave it behind. Leave the message behind. All right, Taurus. Let's see. Highest and best. I'm starting out with the same astrology deck I used on the astrology reading this morning. It's pretty complete. That's why I like it. It's very comprehensive. And astrology really just kind of gives us a viewpoint into where the energies are and how they're showing up in our life, which I find incredibly helpful. So we have 11th house, which is ruled by Aquarius and Uranus. It is the house of friendship, hopes, and wishes. We actually just came from Aquarian season. We just moved into Pisces. And this is really kind of this value of, I'm hearing like connecting with what you wish for, right? The things that you want in your life, that you want to call in, that you want to bring in. Even if it's, I don't know, like it has this element of a little bit of rebellion to it. Even if not everyone around you agrees, even if you're going against the grain, or even that is against your own like thoughts or beliefs, right? Ayurveda has this concept called paradigm blindness. I think it's so awesome. Like sometimes we can get so locked into our beliefs that we forget to look outside of ourselves. Maharishi Mahesh says, these are my little wisdom quotes for you today, but that when we are limiting with that paradigm blindness, we actually have a fragmented consciousness. It means that we can't tap into that pure absolute, the pure abundance, the ability to grow and evolve. I feel like that's like a good message for you to, inner wisdom, it's a good message for you this week, Taurus. Like really, again, like I was saying, connecting with what you truly authentically want versus how that's actually happening and showing up in your environment. You really have to dial into that inner wisdom. Maybe certain things that you have to look at about yourself, like I talked about with that Black Moon Lilith. Not always the easiest energy, right? When we have to look at those things about ourselves that, we're not like the hugest fans of. It's part of the duality of life, though, especially with that Mercury in Gemini energy. Gemini is, like I said, duality. It's recognizing that there's both the yin and the yang, the masculine, the feminine, the light, the shadow, all the opposites. And it's great because they embody and they make up the whole. This Mercury is also governed by Virgo, which talks about finding more grounding, especially when it comes to your health and wellness. Yeah, because things are coming to head. You can't escape it any longer with that vertex point. So whether you like it or not, stuff is unfolding. 4 of Cups, Five of Coins energy, maybe taking advantage of a situation where you're feeling left out, or you're leaving someone else out, right? Maybe thinking that you were looking at things diplomatically, but now having to, I don't know, maybe recognize things a little bit differently. We'll look into this obviously a little bit more with the tarot, but I hear for some of you, there is some tension between you and another individual. I feel like you might not fully trust this person. You might have them at arm's length is what I'm hearing. You might be doing a little spying on them on social media, keeping tabs, making sure they're as legit as what they say they are. I don't know, like it feels like I get this element of like civil unrest within you. So having some frustrations, having some tension, and honestly, that's what the vertex point brings to us. Like it's a fated connection. It's something that we can't specifically escape. But let's dive in a little bit more. Okay, so we have King of Cups energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, the masculine embodiment of that intuition, emotion, feeling. Someone who is pretty emotional is what I'm hearing, and maybe this is kind of where some of that frustration and disconnect is coming into play. But with this Nine of Cups, I mean, that's like getting what you want, you know? Maybe you got something with someone, was exactly what you wanted, but there's a lot of hard work behind it with that Strength energy. This is a call. What I'm hearing is, I feel like you're, you know, this is also a card of building community. So I feel like you have something wrapped up with this watery energy here. And now that it's here, you have to ground into it a little bit more. You know, this, I'm hearing it's like mirroring the practical as well as like the heart honoring. We can get so wrapped up in like the petty nitty gritty stuff. Not good, bad, right, or wrong. It's humanity, right? Humanity at its finest. But this is a call to like the maintenance around, there's that Queen of Cups energy, that maintenance around whatever you're doing. With this King of Cups, it is going to take practice. It's going to take that element of refinement, I'm hearing, you know, mastery. When we continually plug away and refine at how we're showing up with this person. I feel like you're pretty stressed out though. You have a lot on your plate and you're not taking that into account, and it's making it really, really, really difficult. It's actually kind of putting you on the defensive. I'm not sure if this King of Cups really sees it 100%. Let's look into this. I'm gonna pull one. Well, we'll pull his energy in a second. His or her. Gender doesn't matter. It's just kind of which one is embodying more of the masculine and which one's embodying more of the feminine. Even though you aren't specifically water energy, actually earth energy does have water in it. You're still vibing. This is someone, this could be relationship, partnership, someone you're really connected to, especially from that heart space, someone you really care about, who's important to you, that you have, like I said, something that you want. But you guys, I don't know, man. This is like, whoo, okay. There's a little bit of withholding. And maybe that's what you're picking up. Yeah, I feel like there's some withholding on this King of Cups end. So the one thing about the King of Cups is when he's not in balance, he gets really effing emotional. I think I talked about this, right? And he's going to react. Oh, sorry. Oh, shit, sorry. That was, sorry. I had a, anywho. They're going to react more out of, you know, just their emotion. And I feel like they're a little bit, like I said, they're kind of blocking you from something. There's a lot of clarity around this. I feel like whatever you stepped into, even though it was something that you guys both wanted, you both desired, it's looking a little bit different in reality. There's a lot of change for this individual with the Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Pentacles, new beginning. They do really, like, the Empress is your energy. You are, I mean, in this, I mean, I would say to you, Taurus, like, you kind of do have the upper hand in this situation, whether you see it or not. I feel like this person definitely puts you on a pedestal. They might not always express it, or their actions might not always show that. Because I do feel like there is a little bit of snarky energy coming from them. I'm not going to lie. I mean, obviously, you look very stressed out. You look like you have a lot on your plate. You might be a little overwhelmed right now with this 9 of Swords, 9 of Wands energy. But I don't think they're helping the situation either with the Strength and 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords is like fighting just to fight and like making sure that you win. It can be a little like, well, I don't know if I can say the word I wanted to say, but arrogant. I'll just go with that one. It's like a very arrogant and prideful energy. And I feel like there's definitely been some epiphanies, some clarity. 11:33 when I looked at the clock. Drop those angel numbers below. We get so many signs and messages throughout the day, which is so awesome. Helps us with direction, moving forward. Okay, so money could be a factor between you two. Lots of baby energy, guys. We have Page of Swords, Page of Pentacles, financial. And with the 6 of Swords being blocked, there is some lack of communication. Like I said, it could be around financial things. It could be even just like the day-to-day, right? Like how you set up your time, your energy, your routine, etc. And I feel like this is also like what each other needs with this Lovers. There's you guys right there. Again, it doesn't have to be romantic. It could, for sure. But this is like trying to find that synergy together. And I feel like it is kind of challenging. You are probably a little bit more evolved than this person, have more awareness, etc. That's where this inner wisdom comes into play. I'm hearing this for you, Taurus, as just like revamping a little bit. You know, revamping your schedule, revamping. Yeah, like I feel like approach that friends first energy. You know. But let's look at that, because this is 10 of, yeah, okay, so it's like, I'm hearing it as like you don't want to destroy a good thing, right? So you guys obviously have this really beautiful synergy. King and Queen of Cups, you love each other, probably very emotionally supportive on some level, but don't destroy that through the petty stuff. 3 of Cups talks about like that friendship vibe, like celebrating, just enjoying, you know, for what it is and not specifically focusing as much on the petty BS. Because if you do, it's gonna create the same old patterns from the past. It's repeating cycles over and over and over again. Just because you're fighting about like dumb stuff is what I'm hearing. I think it's a lot about, usually when we're doing that, we have to just communicate what we need. What we need for balance, what we need to feel like grounded, supported for our own like mental health and well-being, mental, physical, emotional, spiritual. And I feel like for you, Taurus, some of that has to be reevaluated. Maybe, you know, I feel like probably some miscommunications, some misunderstandings, But there is a little bit of a war going on here, yeah, with you and this person. So I'm hearing explore new ways to handle this, to show up together. Yeah, kind of make that commitment. There's that confirmation with that friendship card. Make that commitment. Or for some of you, and I do think the masculine does have to be looked at with this God energy. So a lot of times masculine energy can be very, like I said, just kind of arrogant, prideful, rigid, you know, a little bit of an a-hole, you know, no shade to whomever you're dealing with. But there has to be, you know, common ground. There has to be that ability to find synergy, or else it is going to fall apart. And I think this has come up in your previous readings, Taurus. So be really, really mindful about what this is. I feel like you hear it. I feel like you know it. This is a really good time to tap into the intuition. When I'm recording this video, it's a new moon. I'll keep sending that energy, that vibe your way. So even if you're not watching it at that time, you'll still receive that intuitive clarity coming from that Piscean energy. All right, Taurus, I hope this helped. Thank you so much for tuning in. I so appreciate the love, the support, sending lots of love and blessings back your way with whatever you're navigating through. Definitely double thumbs up if it resonated. Comments, let's build, grow the community. I will see you later. Have a great week.